Welcome back. Now we're discussing the contribution of women in development in Egypt. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with our dear guest professor, Dr. Niveen Makram Labib, professor of artificial intelligence and dean of social cultural planning center in the Institute of National Planning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
Well, Dr. Labib, give us your insight concerning how do you see the role of the Egyptian women in social development in Egypt?
Actually, women has always been the backbone of the family, as we all know.
Yes.
And she's the main pillar of the sustainable social structure. So we see that women in Egypt, since they're empowered, whether socially or politically or now economically as well, they're contributing to the development of the community. And that's kind of the achievement of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development 5, how we can achieve the gender equality. So we see that in Egypt, women are holding high positions and they're providing the balanced status with men. So actually we're very glad and we have all the pleasure that we have equal opportunities in the market, and we have a very good and essential role in the community service in Egypt.
Yes. Doctor, how do you see also the role of the Egyptian women in social services?
Again, we see women contributing in all of the social services, whether we're talking about women being entrepreneurs in different industries and different sectors, women contributing to many initiatives, women empowering other women in different positions and different sectors as well.
Yes, and if we can raise an example of women participating in social services and also the idea of volunteering, we can raise the example of the Decent Life initiatives.
Yes, of course. That's a main initiative. And we have seen the women contributing in it in a very, in a sort of way. As we all know, this initiative is aiming at improving the quality of service provided to the less privileged people in Egypt. And we see women here contributing in providing better social services, better healthcare services, and enhanced educational services as well.
Yes. Also, what about, Doctor, what about the support of the political leadership to the role of the Egyptian women?
Okay, as we all know that His Excellency, the President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, adopted the national strategy for the empowerment of Egyptian women 2030. I think that was in 2017. And with the strategy, we have a clear roadmap for the Egyptian government to implement all programs and all activities related to the empowerment of women. Again, whether this empowerment is political, economic, or social. And we witnessed that this strategy actually contains about 34 indicators related to the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And it has 4 pillars: the political empowerment, the economic empowerment, the social empowerment, and the protection. So adopting this roadmap since 2017 had given more opportunities for women, whether by creating the opportunities for greater social participation of women or by expanding their capacities. As you all know that we have several initiatives related to educating and training women, whether regarding the entrepreneurship, regarding marketing activities, regarding different industries. Because if we want women to be empowered, we need first to train them, to educate them, in order to make them able to hold better positions and to have better job opportunities.
Yes, Dr. Labib, also President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was always keen to support the Egyptian women, as you've just mentioned. And the President have allocated a special year for the Egyptian women, and we see the President honoring several women in several events. The importance of this, please.
The importance of this relates to changing changing the image of women in Egypt. So with our dearest President, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, now we have sometimes even better opportunities. So I see a different image of the Egyptian woman since she is empowered and since the President himself is giving her the opportunity to hold a very important and sensitive position, whether we're talking about ministers, about governors, about consultants, and so on. So when the president of the state acts that way, we see that the people perceive women in a better way. That's what we witnessed with our dearest president, actually.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Dr. Naveen Makram Labib, Professor of Artificial Intelligence and the Dean of the Social and Cultural Planning Center in the Institute of National Planning. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, with the segment of the fashion and today's fashion, we are going to watch fashion on wedding dresses.